All right, so are you ready for this? We're going deep on Cleopatra this time.
Oh, wow, yeah. Always a fascinating figure.
Yeah, definitely iconic. But, going beyond all the Hollywood stuff,
Yeah.
we're really trying to get into, who she really was.
Mm.
And, the sources you gave me, there's some pretty wild twists in here. Like, for example,
Yeah.
was she even Egyptian?
Well, that's a good place to start, right? Because, yeah, her heritage is more complicated than a lot of people realize. I mean, the Ptolemies, her family, they were
The Ptolemies.
they were a Greek dynasty ruling Egypt for centuries, actually.
Okay, hold on. So we have a Greek dynasty
Mhm.
in Egypt. How did that happen?
Well, it all goes back, Alexander the Great.
Of course.
Yeah, conquers Egypt, right? And then one of his generals, Ptolemy the First, Ptolemy Soter, I think, he establishes himself as the ruler,
Yeah, all right.
and that's where it begins.
Wow.
This Ptolemaic dynasty.
So they brought their own, all their Greek culture.
Yeah, they maintain their culture, their language, their everything.
Wow. So that's kind of crazy to think about. We've got this ancient civilization.
Right.
And then on top of that, you have this, other completely different culture that's ruling them.
Right. It's really a fascinating mix of Greek and Egyptian.
Yeah. And I would imagine there was some tension there.
Oh, for sure.
Were they accepted? Or were they seen as, these outsiders?
It's funny because historians, they still debate this.
Really?
Yeah. Some think the Ptolemies were just seen as these foreign overlords, especially by, the priests.
Yeah.
They held a lot of influence. But then others, they say, there were times when it was peaceful cooperation, especially when, the Ptolemies would, appease the Egyptian gods.
Yeah, right. Try to play nice.
Exactly.
So it sounds like there's a lot we don't know about this whole situation.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of mystery still. But, okay, so that's the background. But what about Cleopatra herself? I mean, did she follow the same path as her ancestors?
Cleopatra was different. She was the first Ptolemy to really embrace Egyptian culture, fully.
So she was, the first one to, learn the language?
The Egyptian language?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine that. Being the ruler and actually learning the language of the people you rule.
Right. That's unheard of for the time.
It's huge.
Totally.
So, I mean, what does that tell us? What do you think? Why do that?
Well, she could now talk directly to the people, understand them, connect with them.
So it's not just speaking the language.
Right.
It's like speaking to their hearts.
It's a powerful move.
Yeah, that's smart. That's really smart. And it wasn't just language, right? Didn't she also embrace all the the visuals,
yeah, all that imagery.
Yeah, the pharaohs.
Yeah, the symbols of power. Think of those classic images. Yeah.
Of Cleopatra, right? With the headdresses, the Egyptian symbols.
She was owning that look.
She was. She was aligning herself with those powerful rulers.
So here's the big question. Was it all an act? Or did she really feel it? Did she really connect with this ancient culture? Was it a strategy or was it something more?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
$1 million question, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to know for sure what was in her head.
Yeah.
But some historians, they argue, it was purely political, just to gain power.
Yeah.
But then others, they think that there was this genuine fascination, a respect for this culture.
Yeah. So it's like this puzzle, right? We've got this queen who is Greek.
Right.
But she's embracing this Egyptian culture. But wait a minute, didn't her family, the other Ptolemies, didn't they kind of do the same thing?
It's interesting. It seems like she was unique in that.
Yeah. Her father, Ptolemy the 12th, Ptolemy el-Aetz, and most of the others, they kept their distance.
Really?
Yeah. They held on to that Greek identity.
Wow.
They would make gestures, towards the Egyptian religion.
Right.
But not like Cleopatra.
Okay. So this is where it gets really interesting for me.
Yeah.
Why was she different?
Yeah.
What drove her
to
break away from all of that, and to embrace this culture that was so different from her own?
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
It really is. And I don't think there's an easy answer.
Yeah.
Maybe she saw that, to rule Egypt, you had to really connect with the people on a deeper level. Or, maybe she was just curious.
Yeah.
Maybe she just wanted to bridge these cultures.
Fascinating.
It really is. She's breaking the mold.
Yeah.
Embracing a new culture, playing the political game.
Yeah. But wait, here comes the real drama. Rome.
Oh, yeah. Rome, by that time, they were becoming the big power in the Mediterranean.
Right.
And Egypt, well, Egypt's right there.
Yeah.
All those resources.
Prime real estate.
Oh, yeah. They wanted it.
So, okay, we've got Cleopatra, this queen, this amazing, woman, and she's basically got this target on her back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How did she deal with that?
Very carefully.
Yeah.
She knew she couldn't fight Rome head on, so alliances.
Yeah.
She gets close to,
Oh, yeah.
the most powerful guys in Rome.
Julius Caesar.
Caesar.
Mark Antony.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a power couple, or I guess power triangle. I don't know.
Yeah, well, more than a triangle, probably.
Yeah, probably, right.
It gets complicated.
Yeah, a little messy. But, okay, but let's be real.
Yeah.
Were these relationships good for Egypt?
I mean, it's tricky. Like, she had a direct line
Right.
to the top.
Yeah.
She could influence them.
Yeah.
Trade deals,
Mm-hmm.
even military support. It kept Rome away for a while.
So she's playing like 4D chess.
Yeah, she's thinking long term,
Yeah.
trying to outsmart them.
But Roman politics.
Yeah.
That was a blood sport.
Ooh, brutal.
Yeah. Backstabbing, intrigue. I mean, could she really control any of this?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's a great question. I mean, on the surface,
Yeah.
these relationships, they gave her power.
Yeah.
She got treaties, more land.
Okay.
But like you said, Roman politics, so unpredictable.
And these are big personalities, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're talking Caesar, Mark Antony.
Uh-huh.
I mean, did they really care about her?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but also maybe they were using her.
Right. Right.
But, it seems like she was really good at playing them,
Okay.
at making them feel like she was important.
Right. Not just another conquest.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, so but hold on. We're getting all this information through Rome, right?
Yeah.
Through their historians. How do we know it's true?
That's a great point. Because after Cleopatra's defeat,
Yeah.
they had a reason to make her look bad.
Right. They're not going to be like, "Oh, she was so smart, she almost beat us."
Exactly.
Yeah.
They had to justify it.
Yeah.
So they paint her as this, like, manipulative,
Well, yeah.
seductress,
Yeah. Right. Evil queen.
dangerous foreign,
Yeah, yeah. So we have to be careful
Oh, totally.
with that lens.
Right.
So beyond that,
Mm-hmm.
what do the sources tell us about like her impact
Okay.
on Egypt?
So this is interesting, right? Even with all this going on,
Yeah.
Cleopatra's trying to make Egypt better.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like real reform.
So she's not just like playing defense, she's
Right.
trying to build.
Yeah, she gets it. Like,
Yeah.
Egypt's not doing so well
Okay.
financially,
Right.
partly because of, her family.
Yeah.
The Ptolemies spent a lot.
Of course. Yeah.
And Rome's breathing down their neck.
Right.
So she's like, okay, strong economy. Yeah.
That's how we have power.
Okay, so what did she do? Did she, like, raise taxes or?
No, she's smarter than that.
Okay.
She overhauls the whole system.
Oh, wow.
Makes it more efficient,
Okay.
easier on the people.
Yeah.
She invests in infrastructure like irrigation.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, boosting agriculture.
Yeah.
And she opens up trade.
Wow. This is a leader
Yeah.
who cares about her people,
Mm-hmm.
not just herself. But,
Alex.
it feels like a race against time,
Oh, yeah.
right? Rome's always there
Always
in the background.
the shadow is looming.
And it all comes down to
Yeah.
the Battle of Actium. Is that how you say it?
Axiom.
Yeah. Okay. 31 BC.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Mark Antony
Yeah.
against Octavian.
Right. The future emperor.
And, I mean, it doesn't go well.
No.
Yeah.
Decisive defeat for
Yeah.
them. It's the end.
End of their reign.
Reign. Egypt as they knew it.
Right. So she played the game so well
Right.
for so long,
Mm-hmm.
but ultimately
Yeah.
lost it all. It's tragic, isn't it?
It is. But also kind of beautiful in a way.
Yeah, I see that.
This rise and fall.
Yeah.
But her story doesn't end there, right?
No, not at all. This is just the beginning. It's like, even in defeat, there's this
Yeah.
mystery about her.
She was smart,
Mm.
a good strategist,
Right.
but she still lost. Why?
It just doesn't fit into any easy category,
Yeah. It's like we're trying to put together a puzzle,
Yeah.
but like half the pieces are missing.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones we do have, they don't really fit together that well.
That's history for you.
Yeah.
Always messy.
And in Cleopatra's case,
Yeah.
those missing pieces, I think that's what makes her so
Right.
interesting.
Yeah. We have to keep asking questions about
Yeah.
what we don't know.
So, okay.
Yeah.
She loses the battle. Egypt becomes part of Rome.
Right.
That's it. Right. End of story.
Not even close.
Oh, really?
She doesn't just disappear.
Okay.
Her story keeps going.
What do you mean?
People keep telling it.
Retelling it,
Right.
it evolves
Tons of
over
time.
time.
Okay. I mean, she's fascinating.
Right.
She broke all the rules,
Mm-hmm.
played the game.
And then there's this mystery
Yeah.
around her.
So people are drawn to that.
Totally. And I mean, think about how she's been portrayed in art,
that makes sense.
literature, movies.
Oh, yeah. It's like
yeah.
from Shakespeare
Yeah.
to like Elizabeth Taylor.
Totally different versions.
She's everywhere.
But it's always her.
Right.
She's like this chameleon changing with the times.
But still Cleopatra.
Exactly.
So why do you think she still
Like,
captivates us?
I think it's because her story,
Mhm.
it goes beyond just the facts, you know?
That's
Like, it's about, like, ambition,
Yeah.
the fight for power,
Right.
the unknown.
Yeah.
Those are things that, like, we all relate to.
It's like we want to know
Mm-hmm.
who she really was.
Yeah.
What made her tick?
And in doing that,
Yeah.
we're also asking about ourselves.
Oh, that's interesting.
What would we do
Yeah.
if we had that kind of power?
Right. What choices would we make?
Exactly.
It's like she holds up a mirror
In a way, yeah.
to like human nature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so wow, we've gone through a lot.
Yeah.
Cleopatra's family, the Ptolemies,
Yeah.
coming from Greece,
Right.
her embracing Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
her relationships
Oh,
with
yeah.
Rome,
Definitely complicated.
and then ultimately her defeat.
But like,
Yeah,
it doesn't stop there.
right. We've only just scratched the surface.
That's history, right?
Yeah.
There's always more to discover.
So what should people take away from this?
I think keep thinking about her.
Yeah.
Keep learning. Keep asking those questions.
And maybe we'll find those
Yeah.
missing pieces.
Exactly. And maybe, just maybe, we'll change the way
Yeah.
we see Cleopatra.
All right, well, that's it for this deep dive on Cleopatra.
Been fun.
A lot to think about.
Oh.
So until next time, keep those minds curious.